Subscribe now. EU debates.
What is the biggest hurdle against reaching a deal today? What is the biggest problem?
I think we all agree on the fact that we have that our households, also our industries, are suffering due to the war and due to the high energy crisis. And of course, we differ on technicalities and how to implement, like for example, the cap on gas, how to implement this, how to mitigate the risk for security of supply. But these are technical issues that can be solved by technical people that European Commission has a lot of.
Do you see what are the agreement points that you see at this point? Where is is there agreement on certain points?
There is absolutely a landing zone. For example, with regard to the cap on gas, there are not that many member states that are absolutely against it. There are member states like Belgium, also Luxembourg, Poland, who are in favor, who are explicitly in favor, and there are also countries who are undecided because they want more comfort with regard to the risks of security of supply.
What do you think about decoupling gas from electricity in the electricity markets and the cap to renewables?
We have to work on a due reform of the electricity market. As Belgium, we have always had a moderate voice on marginal pricing. Marginal pricing has brought a lot of welfare to Europe, but at the same time, marginal pricing didn't attract the investments we needed for green electricity nor for security of supply. This is the reason why we have contracts for difference in many member states for green electricity production, but also capacity remuneration mechanisms for security of supply in 11 member states, also Belgium. So we need to rethink the reform of the electricity market, but having in mind that we want a carbon neutral energy system by 2050.
Were you talking about long term, I guess, and short term?
In short term, the short term, the real short term intervention is to avoid and suspend the automatic price increase that will happen on the 21st of September. The regulator is consulting on this. Also, on the very short term, there are these propositions from the European Commission on the revenue cap, which is already a step towards technology-specific prices.
Thank you.
And what do you think about the reductions of electricity? Should be mandatory or voluntary? What do you think?
We already had the discussion on gas last council. I think we need an absolutely shared view and why not a shared objective on how to lower down demand. It's fix the fundamentals first. It's demand and supply. We work on supply for electricity, accelerating also the green electricity transition, and on the other side also working on consumption. It is a pity that the last 20, but not even the last 10 years, we didn't proceed as much as we needed with energy efficiency and also green energy. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are going to agree on the fact that energy bills have to lower, and that the European Commission needs to come up with measures in the very short term. We have. I won't call it a real disagreement, but we have diverging opinions of how this can best work. But I see clearly that there is a landing zone, and we have done this before summer. We had also an energy council that was announced difficult, but we were ready around noon. So I am confident.
Will we get price caps on electricity?
We are, as Belgium, we are supporting a price cap on gas, an EU-wide price cap on gas, because this is a direct intervention that can lower prices.
Thank you.
Okay.